Hello, hello, and welcome back to the continuing adventures of DeathPillar, the Devastator, as he flies through the dungeon. Where last we left off, DeathPillar had had transcended my highest expectations. He had not only hit Necromutation, but also got a spammable, hungerless Firestorm without needing a Staff of Hunger reduction. I found another amulet that, while not perfectly as good as my previous, int +4 instead of +8, offered a positive resist fire instead of a neutral plus blink, which means I finally have RF at baseline, which is great. All things coming up go. Transmutations is well trained. I was able to acquire the 4 standard runes, not counting the Abyss Rune as a standard rune anymore. Although, to be fair, I can probably survive the Abyss now. Maybe I should go for the Abyssal Rune. Shit. I'm pretty well decked out for it. Yeah, I could try for the Abyssal Rune. Let me do that. Let's go to the Abyss. I actually feel pretty good about this. That was not my plan when I first started off tonight. I was just gonna go to Zot, farm a little bit, but Abyss seems like a great idea. Let's go there. Okay, it's gonna take a while for the game to decide, but I did make it. We're gonna throw on. But first things first. Do we have food? Do we have food? We have food for days, which is great. We're gonna eat a bunch. Cancellation we do not have. I want cancellation. That's what I'm going in here for. That and maybe the rune. A dig wand is good. Spare tele wand is probably not a great idea. I also don't need to take my acquirement with me. I can stay out here. Uh, Necromutation is already memorized. I should memorize Death's Door just so I have an insurance policy. Death's Door is 94% uncastable, so never mind. I'm very far away from getting that castable. What does Summon Forest do? That sounds interesting. I kind of want to memorize Summon Forest just to play with it. So we're going to do that because, again, there's no reason not to, right? We got Summon Forest now. Okay. What letter did I put it on by any chance? Is that J? Okay. So let's cast it here in neutral territory once. Got some trees. We've got an allied dryad who, after a period of time, will remain an allied dryad. Let's go ahead and turn into a lich and see how long this is gonna last. Oh, okay. It doesn't last very long. That's interesting. I don't know what the value is yet, but we'll find out. Oh, can it destroy walls? That's an interesting question. Before I go into the Abyss, I should answer that question. No, it can't even be cast in an area that has tight walls, apparently. We're gonna go for this, because I feel pretty good. I can use Lich Form to avoid permanent long-term mutations. I can spam Firestorm to kill enemies. And I have Fly, so yeah, I've got a lot of things going for me here. We're gonna go down 2 floors, I think. Last I checked, you had to be on at least the second or third floor to get this off. Also, transmutation and sift. Ooh, actually, that's a fair point. I have a fair failure on both my spells right now. Like, for example, I just failed to cast both Firestorm and Transmutation multiple times. So I've got to remember to... Actually, am I reducing any of that? I'm reducing Transmutation's penalty, working on armor for constancy, and we're going to turn off fighting, actually, and turn on Conjurations of Fire to continue to buff the power and castability of Firestorm. I think it's the armor that's bringing it down right now, but that's since the armor's not going anywhere, you know. I'm positive on all resistances, yes? Okay, good. Now, it used to be the longer you spent in the Abyss, the better your odds of finding the orb were. Or the rune are. I don't know if that's still the case, but we'll try it. Summon a forest. So I can kind of summon a forest at will. I don't really see a lot of value. I guess it does provide semi-coverage and stuff. Semi-cover, I should say, not coverage. Ooh, there's a way out. That was ridiculously fast, considering how hard I had to work last time for it. Melee range, Orb of Destruction. We don't waste time with Nekoxecs, we just waste them. A Nekoxec, I believe, was responsible for my previous mutation, which for the longest time kept my spell power oh so far reduced. You feel clumsy. Interesting. Temporary mutations apparently can happen through my Lich form. What actually happened there? Blah blah, Registrar, Pulse with Eldritch Light, something hits... Never mind. I don't know what... I actually don't know what did that. Okay. Turning auto pickup back on. If something was hiding from me, I don't know what it was. Oh yes, I have 2 forms of Regenerate running simultaneously. That's going to help immensely in a place like this. For just passive regen being so important. Okay, Lich form is reestablished, backing off a couple squares, and then... Pack of dogs. There's a lot of dogs here. Raijus and non-Raijus, hellhounds. It occurs to me the more noise I make, the more I'm going to keep bringing things in, so let's just meander a little. This is a bone dragon. I'm going to get an ally to help me out with him. Kill the Zyme. Oh, new book. Please kill the vortex and I will kill the brain. I still am just waiting for my opportunity to keep moving, but it hasn't come yet. There we go. Getting my mana back. Mana's back. Moving again. Gaining a lot of skill points, I suppose, through all this, but yeah. No permanent mutations, no problems, that's great. We are now on tier 3 of the Abyss, so very much need to be cognizant of the possibility of death and not do stupid things. Grab the scroll, torch the rest. Back off. That pulsing star has twice reduced my dexterity. I wonder if that's what happens now. It used to be that when a Lich took a mutation, they would get -1 permanent HP. I wonder if that's been replaced with stat rot instead. And the temporary mutations are happening, and that's what I'm experiencing. How's my spellcasting looking? Transmutation is, or necromutation is getting better. That's a plus. It's telling that a red draconian is so easily killed by fire. Telling of just how powerful my firestorm is. Though to be fair, it's the ones who have mass resistance to everything that I'm more worried about. Very carefully advancing at each step, making sure that I have near a full tank, if not a full tank. Let's also put an ally next to me just to further sweeten the deal. I don't know what these thrashing horrors are, but I do know that they scare me. Ooh, it's a Zyme. Now, my understanding of Zymes is they make you sick if you spend time in melee with them, or in vision with them. And that sickness can stack. My understanding of sickness is that it was more or less removed from the game, so I'm not sure if they still do that, or if it's like, no, they don't anymore because sickness isn't a thing now, or what. Come on. Many spatial vortices. We will blast them from a distance. Backing up and doing the same again. Spatial maelstrom. Let out a fireball. Guaranteed hits. Alright, that should have more or less dispatched that mess. While I'm safe, we'll eat. And then we'll transform and keep going. Yeah, so I definitely feel Abyss safe right now. Don't get me wrong, it's the Abyss, and things can turn against you very quickly and very thoroughly. But just in terms of overall power level, I'm not behind the curve or anything. Hell, this is, as I said in the last video, arguably one of the most powerful characters I've ever created, so... One of. I mean, my most powerful would be the one with the Unrand Art library and maxed out 27 skills and everything. Whoa! I'm in a silence field. This is very bad. This is the thing that could actually end me. I'm not sure what's causing it, so I kind of want to figure that out too. Let's make sure my path is clear in whichever direction I'm following. Let's also get myself an ally so that I have options either way. Mostly because having an ally means that even if I can't cast, maybe he doesn't need to speak in order to cast. I don't know. I get that you can lightning dash, but that doesn't mean that you should lightning dash. Lich form, fly, and repel missiles. I need all three on, please. Okay, there's that thing again. Let's get... I'm too curious not to explore and figure out what it is. Oh, it's just a haunting specter. Okay, that's fine. Those things are incredibly dangerous, but they're not very common in this area. There's some areas of the game where they're incredibly common, and in certain ziggurat configurations, they're very common indeed. Ooh, doors. Doors usually are uncommon in this abyss, so I will explore past the door. Explore past the door. Seems like a mini vault of some kind. Ooh, Gozog altar somehow ended up in the abyss. That's odd. Come on, I feel very, very much like this was trying to look Vault-esque, but no. Just wrecked doors the whole way through. Double down! I have balls. Let me use them. Don't need Scrolls of Amnesia. Do need to be slightly more cautious than I've been. I'm not sure why they call these world binders. They seem like, sprite-wise, they remind me of anacondas. I'm not sure whether or not they constrict, and they don't do much. I guess having 50 AC really changes your perspective, though. You don't want to be caught between the two of us firing orbs at you from either direction. No matter who you run from, the other one's orbs just get stronger. Wow, that was awful. 2 miscasts followed by a self-kit. Alright, no mutations. That Dex -2 has still stuck with me, but whatever, I'll live. Come on! I mean, the Servitor is actually still very useful. Fires off random stuff, occasionally kills an enemy that I would otherwise burn a full Firestorm on out of laziness. Not to mention that one cast of him is usually worth at least the 9 mana, because assuming he fires twice, he's probably worth 9 mana. And if nothing else, having a melee ally, a melee ally can sometimes distract aggro from me, or let me do something like this and take a step back so that now there's something between me and my pursuers. I think Zymes either don't cause sickness or Liches don't get sick. I'm pretty sure Liches can get sick, so maybe Zymes just don't cause sickness anymore. Okay, you know what? Triple down. Ooh, that's a Hellion. Popping the Hellion first. Popping everything first. I can do this. I can stand my ground here. Just making my Servitor tank for me so I can get my mana back first. And then I'll stand my ground. Into hell. Except, of course, by hell I mean the Abyss. What happens if I attempt to blink here? Right. Lets me blink, but not controlled. So I can still at least potentially blink in an emergency. Potentially. I seem to recall the Abyss can sometimes cancel or slow a blink from being an instant spell. And a non-instant blink is pretty much half the effect of a blink. Not even half the value. Firestorm is still 8%. Necromutation is down another 7% from 28 to 21. I seem to recall it was 24 earlier, so definitely improving. I also haven't found any items worth noting. Whoa, aura. It's an angel. Some variety. There's a lot of world binders coming at me. Which mercifully does not really seem to be worrying my Servitor in the slightest. I have resist. Oh my god, there's all kinds of crabs here. It's going to be a crabby apocalypse, I'll say that much. Okay, the crabs are done. There's more crabs. I'm gonna back out. I don't know what that stuff is, and I don't care to find out. It looks like holy flame of some variety. Okay, now I have to choose between the two. Neither fire nor negative in particular these clouds, only armor will suffice. Okay, so armor I have, and specters will come out. That's not awful. Okay, my health is not high, so I'm going to quaff a curing potion before I change back to Lich form. And then continue to recommend mass murder as my approach of choice. Put my guy in the way. Whoa, what the hell is this place? So clearly the whole area I was in is falling apart underneath my feet. Use a few fireballs for some controlled damage. Oh, I see, a star spawn tentacle thingy has formed. Yes. Yes, please. I don't care if you hit my Servitor as long as you hit my enemies. I'm actually tempted to teleport. I feel a little overwhelmed here, and even a couple turns to heal would be, my mana would be great. So we're gonna teleport. Good job, guys. You forced a teleport out of me. Intelligence is down to 52, which is of course not good. My healing has almost completely brought me back to full health. Okay, full health, and still looking for the rune. Several miscasts later, I get off my attack, order death to a dragon, and what the hell am I in the middle of? Just walking away for the time being. I have my resistances, so I'm not too frightened, but I do need to kill things soon. Let's kill the Blizzard Demon first, because RC is my lowest resistance. Now I'm in a safer spot. Now I can just fire in the whole crowd. Back off, get some mana back. Okay, perfect. This is a good spot. Firestorm everything as it approaches. Back off. I can't melee multiple abominations at once. That doesn't work. If I do that and kill my summon, that's not helpful, so we'll Orb of Destruction instead. I don't mind being in melee with a small abomination. It's the big ones that I'm worried about. This thing has repeatedly ignored my attacks. That's frustrating. I kind of need to be in this square, and I need to not die, so we're going to end the transformation. That's not what I try to do. We're going to end the transformation. Going to quaff heal wounds, and teleport away. Delayed translocation is fine. I don't know why I'm taking damage. Apparently something is shrieking, and that's dealing a lot of damage. So we're just going to heal wounds again. Okay, now that I can not be paralyzed, get these shits off me. We're going to heal again. I'm literally going to die in the abyss because I don't know what the hell everything is and what it's doing to me. Get me back into Lich form because something is mutating me. Transiently, but still. And I'm escaped. Okay. That was awful. Abyss 5 is way too hard for me. And if I had been paralyzed in Lich form and couldn't heal, I might have died. So I'm going to take the first gate I get out of here, assuming such a gate ever exists, and try something a little bit less daunting for my next attempt. It's not that my character isn't powerful enough. He almost certainly is. It's that I'm not skilled enough to deal with this. I don't know what half the enemies do. I'm not taking the time to look everything up like I should be. If this ends up being yet another stupid death, I will deserve it entirely. And it will be doubly disappointing because this character could easily have flown out of the dungeon and been a win if I had been a little less bold. I'm acting like I've lost, when in fact I'm kind of storming my way through everything I find, so it's not like I'm having a problem per se, it's just things aren't going very well. I had a near-death experience without Death's Door to save me from it, so yeah. Damn it. That's the problem. 2 miscasts cost me all my mana, and the Abyss can summon enemies so quickly. that it's a kind of overwhelming, actually. Well, what is that thing? It's just a world binder. I thought we already dealt with those. Why does that one look so different? It's the wrong direction. That's the right direction. That's me returning to my form. That's him killing the Apocalypse Crab. I am once again being pursued on all sides. So we'll find a hole, which is bad. And then I could technically initiate a teleport now, but I'm waiting to see if maybe I can win this fight. Yes, definitely every time I'm being mutated, instead of taking minus max HP, instead of that, it's giving me a stat rot. Which is interesting because these are temporary mutations for the most part. So it's possible that I would have actually been better off just being mutated. Okay, something happened. I think I was forcibly teleported. Yes, okay, cool. That's fine. I can deal with that. Firestorm is still very powerful, but it's 10% fail now. The loss to my intelligence is adding up. Sort of. In fact, I'm tempted to change to an int +8 amulet. Ahmed, stop being an idiot. The double fire is almost certainly the more valuable resistance. Thrashing Horrors. I keep calling them World Binders, but they're actually Thrashing Horrors. Okay, with 2 Hellhounds behind me and a bunch of Thrashing Horrors in every direction, apparently, I'm in a world of hurt. It's probably a safe bet. Alright, we got a skeleton. Temporary mutations or permanent stat... Well, semi-permanent stat rot is much more irritating, I think. But I shouldn't say that, because temporary mutations can potentially kill me. A little bit of stat rot just irritates over the grand scheme of things. And I'm pretty sure I'm carrying a restore abilities. I'm not. Oh my god, there's only 2 potions of restore abilities in the whole game. Well, that's fine. I'll drink one of them when I get out of here, assuming I need to. So, okay, we should be okay. We should really be okay. Oh my god, why, of all times, do I back into this shit? Alright, backing away, and now that they're all in a position that I can do this, kill all of them. Oh crap, I got drained. Please focus on the draining orb that I can not deal with, and I will get my mana back as fast as possible elsewhere. I'm getting overwhelmed again, so kinda want to teleport away, and I'm gonna do just that. I'm not worried about the chaotic maelstrom either. The worst it can do is blink me, and right now that's a blessing. Alright, there we go. We're out. We're safe. And there's a way out. Honestly tempted to take it. I mean, I've done a good job, but is finding the rune really worth risking my death? I mean, yes it is, because I've got to do it sooner or later, and it's not like I'm going to get dramatically more powerful than this. On the other hand, I am being attacked pretty mercilessly right now, so maybe it's better to just walk out while I still can. Okay, well I can't anymore because it paralyzed me twice and then threw me away, so that's frustrating. Could have sworn I just saw Nekexek turn into a pig before my eyes. Another region of the Abyss. Okay, fair enough. Kill the blue demon, I guess. He didn't get hit, so we'll kill him again. Abominations are a dime a dozen. At the very least, my armor skill has gone up twice, I want to say, while I've been here. Ah, blink! Firestorm. I remember a time where the Abyss was actually the easier branch than the Vaults, potentially, at some stage of the game. Then New Abyss happened with stairs, and damn, this whole place just became so evil. I don't feel like I ever fully recovered from that. I never became confident in what enemies are in the Abyss and how to deal with them. I kind of am going to push my luck and not leave. I know it's a bad idea in theory, because I can get out, at the very least have a Restore Abilities potion. But if it works like it used to, all the steps I've taken in the Abyss are making it more likely that the Rune will spawn, and I would hate to lose that. This is a good place to channel. It's a bad time, but it's a good place. Actually, it's a decent time too. Just one enemy, can't do much damage. Also, even though I haven't commented on it very much, the passive regen +2 is definitely doing good work for me. Wow, I didn't realize I was down to 1 blink scroll. Being up to 2 is fantastic. Huge improvement. I feel like sometimes the Abyss spawns enemies specifically at the moment where I'm most vulnerable to them. For example, when I've stopped to attempt to recast Necromutation and just failed it, so I need more mana back in addition to being on the cusp of not having Necromutation anymore. But I guess to be fair, I'm doing that so often that it's always going to be that time. The Blink Frog is stirred to greatness? What does that mean? It's like something cast Heroicism on a Blink Frog, maybe? I don't know. All I do know is they just suddenly spawned a whole bunch of snaky thingies behind me, so I've got to do a lot of dancing. And some pigs, too, so we're just going to back up even further. Yeah, I am loath to escape right now when you consider how well I've pushed in. Oh my god, it's a freaking hasty angel. I don't actually have any proof of haste, it's a furious angel as far as I'm concerned. And I will absolutely take a Sacred Scourge of Holy Wrath just as a memento of having survived one. In Lich form nonetheless. Raise a few pig corpses and a dog corpse or 3, just in case it's useful later on. And then promptly kill them all, because that's never my plan. To feel the corruption within you wane completely. I didn't realize I was corrupted. Going glitch form. Good. Anything else I need? Nope, just back up a bit. Just back up a bit. Just back up. Give him a little cushion, give him a little cushion, and then bank. Okay, continue to explore. It's a Quicksilver Dragon, that's why it's so fast. Alright, that's good. Nail everything that's following me real quick. Another gateway leading out. It's the third exit I found. I still keep turning them down. It's like I foolishly think I have a shot. Armor has gone up a bunch, so there's that. 51 AC from 50. And I say a lot, even though it's only like 1 point, because, well, at this stage, even going up 1 point is a lot. Oh wow, this thing completely took away all my buffs. Let's put them all back real quick. I should probably take his hide with me too, just in case. My understanding is Quicksilver Dragon Hide can have some really good properties for mages in terms of its armorificness versus its casty failiness. And considering it didn't used to exist in the game, obviously I'm a little curious about it now. Okay, so we're just gonna head back in here. This clearly was meant as an exit mini vault, but I've decided, I guess, that I'm not saying it's a do or die or anything. I'm just saying I'm gonna give it a real shot. Oh my god, no. Okay, whew. He didn't get off a full drain or anything. That's important. I'm in bad shape, so I'm just gonna head north. Okay, and now with a good distance between me and everything, turn around and nuke it all. And anything that survives, nuke it again. Get some mana back twice, and run again because holy crap, I can't stand in that stuff very long. The odds of being paralyzed go up very quickly. Fast fly, contaminated fireball, repel missiles, not a lich. Now I'm a lich. It's an apocalypse crab that lives up to its name. What? Seriously, a freaking hornet? Get away from me, kid, you bother me. We're just gonna run. HP is okay. This maelstrom is chasing the hell out of me. And because of the maelstrom, I am blinked forcibly. Angel hiding behind a door. Very clever hiding spot. Oh my god. What a vault. And recall that I'm a lich, so this is a very bad time to be a lich. I'm gonna walk through holy fire. Never mind. I'm gonna kill the cherubs. Then I will walk through holy fire. Into my non-holy, not unholy, non-holy fire. Put back on all my abilities. I suspect, yes, The reason this vault was all holy and weird is because it contains the rune, past some cherubs and some incredibly powerful enemies. TSO, of course, would have an altar divinely standing defiantly amidst all the chaos of this place. I see. So the Starcursed Mass has a smite targeted ability to shriek into my mind. It also spawns multiples so that over time it's not just one smiter but a spam ton of smiters. That's a really cool idea for like an irritating enemy. It's like green slimes made evil. I mean evil for their time in the game, because green slimes are bad at the time that you first find. We're just gonna telly. Improves my odds of getting out of this happily. Okay, we're out. Whoa, I could have sworn I just saw a block move, but then I realized it was just the Abyss doing its shifting. We're gonna find our way out of here soon enough. Whoa, fancy boots. I was more worried about the boots disappearing than I was about taking damage while things happen. No. Whatever you do, do not disrobe in the middle of the Abyss, you moron. If it turns out the boots are awesome, hopefully I can live without them. And if I have a few turns of passiveness, okay, then I'll totally put them on now. But otherwise, I probably don't need them to escape the Abyss, and I might die in the attempt to put them on. Died while changing his boots would suck. You know, as an epitaph or anything. I'm not scared of Raijus at all. Between my resistance to electricity and... Oh, there's a way out. We're just taking it. We're just taking it. We're just taking it. Alright, we got out with the rune. Excellent. Also with a pair of generic boots. No better than what we already had on. Actually, slightly better because they can be enchanted. Whereas these cannot be enchanted. So I'll actually take these off because resist electricity doesn't stack and I already have one level. But hey, we went in, we went out, we lived. That's all important stuff. We're at -8 intelligence on account of stat rot, -2 strength, and -3 dex, but all of that is restorable. In fact, if this was old crawl, doing the following would fix it. Come back to life and eat a royal jelly. Ah, alas, it is new crawl, and royal jellies have no value beyond, you know, their inherent food value. Still, in and out, that's the promise, that's what we did. I'm really glad we stuck it out to the end instead of being like, oh no, I'm scared, I'm gonna stop. We're definitely going to forget forest, because I see very few places I would ever use it. I tend to do better with open areas, not worse. And a single tile of spirit doesn't do me much good. Iron Shot is irritating because it can miss. Lightning Spire, I don't know, actually. Create a pillar that zaps. Sounds like an amazing level 4 spell. I would very much enjoy that at level 4. At this level, I think I'm beyond the damage it would do. If it's a level 9 spell, it'd be cool too, because then it's like, wow, you know that's a massive amount of damage for a stationary pillar, and like you have to like create traps and turrets and all that. Anyway, thank you all for watching, but I think that's it for now. We got another rune, and that's as good a video as any. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time!